So good evening everyone who have joined our webinar today. Today we are having webinar on managing allergies in the Ayurvedic way. The doctor who is talking on this is Dr. Chobi. She has done her BAMS from Berhampur University, Odisha. Did her Panchakarma and gynecology training from various centers in Kerala. Did her yoga course from SPSR Jigni, Bangalore. She has worked in various national and international Ayurvedic centers in Odisha, Coimbatore, Kerala, and Bangalore as well. In Ishka, she is a senior Ayurveda consultant dealing with Chirenia, Panchakarma, gynecology, and infertility cases. Thank you, doctor, for this session which you have. You can take on and start your session.
Thank you. So today's our topic is on managing allergies the Ayurvedic way. And we know that allergy has become very common nowadays. And even in children you get to see, even in old people you get to see. And it's very unfortunate that people fail to understand that it is an immunity problem, be it in the air, be it with food. People are really worried about it. They try a lot of means, but they don't get an answer to it. So everybody is searching for an answer. So I would like to give you some points so that you know that where you may be going wrong. So what is allergy? It's body's response to substances like food, fur, dust, etc., to which it has become hypersensitive. So body is not able to take in any foreign body. It will start with a sneeze, then it can lead to running of nose. So because this immunity is weak, body is not taking any foreign substances inside. So types of allergies, if you see, there is respiratory allergy, skin allergy, food allergy, and drug allergy. So we'll discuss one by one. So first is the respiratory allergy. Proteins in the air that when are inhaled trigger airway inflammation. That means any pollutants or substances which are floating in the air, and when you inhale, it disturbs the nasal epithelium, the cilia, and it immediately, if your immune system is weak, if the epithelium layer of your nasal cavity is weak, it is a body mechanism trying to push out these substances outside, not trying not to let it into the body. And it is that is when you begin to get these conditions of repeated sneezing, coughing, and redness in the eyes. So these are the sign symptoms. Early morning sneezing, you will get repeated sneezing just after you get up from your bed. Then sensitive to dust and pollens. Little sweeping in the house or on the road, and you are totally out of your normal condition. Also, if there is change in temperatures, change in the season, especially in the spring season, if you see, then every year it affects you more. So itchiness, irritated eyes and nose, running nose and eyes is the common symptoms that we see. So the reasons, if you consider from childhood, babies are swaddled in very warm clothes. It is a very common practice nowadays. I can understand if it's a very cold climate or if the temperatures are very low, it is understandable. But in India, there are parents, I don't know why, but they have a notion that children should be protected. They should be in warm clothes, not allowed to, uh, you know, exposed outside. And because of this, what happens is the child, babies have a lot of fat in them, baby fat, that is natural to them. Because of that, they start sweating, And that sweat again pulls that into the body, and the child begins to get allergic condition or asthmatic also. Also, when the child is not exposed to dust and mud in the childhood, what happens is, especially you will see in city areas, metropolitans, I can understand, because there is no pure mud, or the nature of the city is such that it is all cement. You may find vehicle waste, you will find maybe dog's poop on the roads. So those things are very it really harms the child. So that is why the child is not allowed to play in the dust and mud. But children who are allowed to play in the dust and mud, they get used to such type of foreign bodies. Body recognizes them in future, and their body immunity is built. Then about AC and coolers, especially during the summer season, when it is very hot, temperatures go very high, people use AC, and the temperature difference inside the room and outside the room it's a marked difference that the body doesn't understand. The hypothalamus that controls the uh, temperature, regulates the temperature, that doesn't understand the sudden temperature difference. And if the body is weak, that immediately causes this allergic problem. So even if you're using AC, try to keep it just 2 to 3 different degrees difference, so that it doesn't affect much. Earlier, when there were no ACs, there were many methods that were followed to keep the body cool naturally, keep the home environment cool naturally. So I always suggest, do your own research and find out how you can be with the nature. Then about shower, hot head bath. Nowadays, everybody is using shower. So all at once, head and body, we bathe. And we use hot water. Geysers are readily available. What happens is, we have a fluid running all over our head, our sense organs. That is called, we call it Tarpaka Kapha in Ayurveda. So that gives nutrition to the brain cells, gives nutrition to the face, the sense organs, cerebrospinal fluid. So when we take a hot water, because our head cannot accept hot temperatures. So when we take a hot water shower, this fluid is disturbed, and that is what reduces the immunity, and you get such type of sign symptoms. So what you need to know is, for the body you can always use hot water, but for the head it should be normal water, neither too cold, neither too hot. If it is a cold climate, you make it lukewarm, but never hot. Next is, we use lot of cold items, refrigerated items, directly take from the fridge and eat, be it fruits, vegetables. If they are raw, please do not take it as it is, because the temperature is not accepted in our body. If you're taking food, always it should be heated and taken. Never take direct cold water also. Cold food will increase the condition. Then cold head bath. Head oil means, if you are applying coconut oil is naturally cooling, and if you are also taking substances or herbs that cools the body, that can again trigger the allergy. So you need to talk with your Ayurvedic physician as to which oil will suit you. Then there is children who are allergic already, and the parents feel it scary to leave the children outside to play. They don't give them proper exercise, only indoor games. But please understand, sunlight is important. The exercise to the muscles and the organs are important. So let your child play outside. Even if a little sneezing, it's understood, but the body needs the exercise to increase its immunity. And if you're taking curd is also very cold. It is very sluggish in digestion. in people who are having allergy problem will have digestive problems also. So instead of taking curd, please do take buttermilk. And there is a tradition in India to take, not just in India, it is a common practice nowadays to take desserts after heavy meals. In Ayurveda, it is mentioned to take Madhura Dravya. Madhura Dravya means substances that can increase your digestion, that aids in digestion. It is not sweets, heavy, what to say, which is, where we use lot of milk products, and it is used in, what to say, which is seasoned in oil, ghee. Already when your stomach is full, you have had a heavy meal, and then again you're taking desserts. This combination is not right. So please do work on that also. That is important. Then people who are already allergic, what they do is they don't try cleaning the house properly, because once they start sweeping, they start sneezing so much, it becomes difficult for them. So a lot of places will be remaining, corners will be remaining not cleaned properly. If molds and moistures are there, molds will come up. So that will increase the condition more. There will be more of pollutants in the air. So if you can't do it, you should have somebody to help you out with the cleaning and mopping. Mopping is very important. That removes the dust from the floor. Then about carpeting and using materials for sofa, that is where you have to use vacuum cleaner. People who are already allergic, children, you're having old people at home, sick people, I would recommend not to use carpets or such materials where you will only need to vacuum clean. What will happen is, just by vacuum cleaning, you will not get the total cleaning. There will be dust remaining, mites will come, and you cannot mop that place. So please do not use such things. Then there are pets. If you're having pets, please remember, pets are not, people love pets. They will hug them, pet them, kiss them, put them on the bed, but that is actually not right. Animals need air and sunlight outside. They need the exercise outside. They are the animals who should be living outside the house. Once in a way they come into the house, that's okay, but they also need the exercise, the poop, the dust, the fur, the dander. All these things cause a lot of allergic problems. If you're suffering already from allergy, then please do not keep pets at home. So now the treatment aspects. In Ayurveda, to clean the nasal passage and to make your lungs more stronger, we do Jalaneti, we do Nasyam, breathing exercises, and yes, detox. Because to make your immune system more stronger, we need to do Panchakarma detoxing treatments, which will help you to increase your immunity. The second is the skin allergy. Skin rashes and eruptions that occur when skin comes in contact with substances and are not due to underlying diseases. It is also called as contact dermatitis. So these pictures I have put just for an understanding that how skin allergy can look like. This is an acute condition. It happens all of a sudden. So we'll just look at the causes. It is not a skin disease. Please try to understand, skin disease is different. Skin allergy is different. This is something which the skin comes in contact with a substance and it's not accepting, the body is not accepting it. So as I said, temperature difference, this also causes, this can be and can cause skin allergy. Then diapers in children. The materials used in diapers are not skin friendly. So please change the diapers of children every 2 hours. Also for adults, for those who are, for women who are using sanitary napkins, and for sick people who are using adult diapers, please make sure that you change regularly. Then using of soaps, shampoos, powder, perfumes, dyes, These are all, they use artificial and chemical substances which can cause allergy to the skin. So whenever you get these things, if you're getting a new substance into the house, first you try it, test it on your skin, and then use it. Because too much of heavily perfumed substances, deos that come directly in contact with the skin can cause allergy. Same with fabrics that are made with artificial threads, which use heavy dye materials and coloring materials, also can be very itchy. So you have to be very careful when you are choosing materials for your children. Children, at least till 6 months, their skin is very sensitive. Always make use of clothing which is old, from an old dhoti or old sari. And when you are choosing materials for children, see that they are purely cotton. So the treatments for skin diseases, sometimes when you get a sudden itching in your skin, you may not understand whether something has bit you, or it is you came in contact with something which is not accepting to your skin. Here, the haldi or turmeric and the tulsi, they are very good antihistamines, anti-poisonous. So you can apply this directly first. And if it is a minor case, it will go off immediately. But if your immunity is weak and it comes repeatedly, you will need to consult your doctor, take the necessary medicines, treatments, and also take the detox treatment. Then about food allergy. So ladies and gentlemen, this topic is a very vast topic, but I will give you the main hints so that you know what is good for you. So the dangerous immune system reaction after taking a certain food that causes the food allergy. Food poisoning is also there, which will also give the same sign symptoms. You will have to differentiate that out. So the common foods that can cause allergy are milk, eggs, tree nuts, soy, wheat, fish, peanuts, and shellfish, crabs, shrimps. Then there are calcium-rich saline water fishes. So what you need to understand is calcium-rich shellfish, crabs, shrimps, these heat the body a lot. So you should not take in large quantities, and you should not, now you see if you go to a restaurant, you will find shrimps in biryani, you will find shrimps in noodles. So the combination also is a problem because there will be egg also in it. So the combination of food is not right. So you have to first find out whether you're really allergic to it or the combination is causing the allergy. Milk, please understand, milk is a wholesome food. It should be taken only in empty stomach. I repeat, even for children, please don't serve breakfast, give a heavy meal, and then again give milk. If you look at these substances, everything is nutritious. Egg is nutritious, milk is nutritious, fish is nutritious. But if you don't take it in the right combination, the problems occur. Peanuts also, try taking in empty stomach than with any other food substances. Maybe you can get an answer to your allergy. As I said, the combinations are very important. Ayurveda plays or stresses a lot on combination of foods. Suppose if I tell you this example of a burger. If you see burger, the bread is could be made of whole grain. Yeah, you have meat substance in them, you have vegetables in them, you have cheese in them. Everything is healthy. So where are we going wrong? It is the combination that is not suiting the body. The stomach cannot take in too many combinations together. It has to understand the digestion process one by one. So that is why it is called the junk food. Also, the cold drinks, they have excess of sugar in them, which the body is not accepting. Like I said, milk with fish, milk with radish, milk with fruits. Please remember, even that your fruit salad, your shakes is not the right food. Even if you say it is healthy, it is not healthy. So these things can cause you allergic problems. And what sign symptoms you notice? You may get a vomiting, diarrhea or dysentery. You may get hives in the skin. And if it is an acute condition, you can get swollen airways, like you will not get proper breathing. You will find difficulty in breathing. Please remember, vomiting and diarrhea is a natural treatment to the body. Never stop it immediately. If you're vomiting, let it all come out. Whatever food substances you have taken, it is not suiting the body. That is why the body is pushing it out. So let it come out. Let all the food substances come out first. Even through diarrhea, at least 5-6 diarrhea is allowed, so that whatever is in the stomach, it goes out first. And then body is tuned such a way that it will stop automatically. The digestion becomes weak, you just need to take rest, it will be solved. But if it is not solving on its own, you are still continuing vomiting, still diarrhea after 5-6 times also, then please do consult your doctor, take the medications. And please remember, while you're vomiting or there is diarrhea, always keep hydrating yourself. Take ORS, take lots of lukewarm water. That will help you to keep yourself hydrated and not get sick more. And yes, if you stop vomiting or diarrhea immediately, what happens is that keeps that toxins in the body, which again circulates into the blood. And in future, you can get lot of allergy problems or any problem. We call it the Garavesha or the slow poison. It can go and target any part of the body in future. So as I said, if it is happening repeatedly to you, do consult your Ayurveda doctor, take the necessary medications, take the detox treatment. It is very important. Then drug allergy, abnormal reaction of the immune system to a medication. It could be overuse, it could be overdose that can cause such reactions. We need to understand that the liver is a organ that helps to keep the body out of this drug allergy. It knows how much to give into the blood circulation. And if the liver is not able to understand, or it is saturated, then it will start showing symptoms. So the sign symptoms we see is skin reactions like rashes will be there, itchings will be there, hives, there could be fever. Anaphylaxis means it's an emergency condition that you will need to consult your doctor. So the common medications that can cause reactions in Ayurveda, people have an understanding that Ayurveda is, it doesn't have any side effects, or it causes, it is safe. But please remember, Rashaushadis or Siddha medicines, these can, if not produced in a proper way, they have to be purified. If not purified in a proper way, they can cause lot of reactions. So what you need to do is, you have to make sure that you're taking from the right company. Consult with your doctor. Doctor always prescribes medicines for a short term, so that maybe in future they can change the medication. But there are people who take this for a longer time. Please remember, Rasaushadis and Siddha medicines should not be taken for more than 14 days. So always consult your doctor with their medication, whether it is, you can take it lifelong or not. Then there are non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, antibiotics, chemotherapy drugs, anti-seizure, ACE inhibitors, medications for autoimmune diseases, and many more such allopathy drugs are there that when you take on a long-term basis can cause allergy troubles. So so the answer is either stop it. So either stop it and see that if you can stop it and see if that allergy goes away. Otherwise, take an antidote for it. And the treatment is you are given a purgation or a panchakarma treatment. For every medication, there's a different antidote. So you need to consult your doctor for it. So that's it for today. These were the main 4 allergy concerning things. If you have any queries, you can please put it in the chat box. And you can always consult with us at Ishka Healthcare. It's at HSR Layout, Bangalore. You can call up on this number for a consultation. And for our, please do be with us, because every weekends we are presenting one class for on various topics, so that you are more aware of how to keep your immunity right, how to know to be more healthy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, doctor, for your presentation of today. Leslie, for a really good talk. See you next week. Coming week will be different topics in education. Thank you, doctor.
Thank you.
Doctor, this is a question if you would like to take an answer on this.
Yeah, sure.
Scalp-related infections, and she would like to know what treatments are probably. Why is that there's a repeated infection in the scalp?
For how many years? Is it a child or for an elderly? Anyways, if it is for both conditions also, you will need to consult your doctor, because that is also related with the liver. So we will have to find out your lifestyle and what soap you are using or what shampoo you are using. Okay, it is elderly above 50 years. So if there are any other, if there is a constipation related with it, we need to see to all those, and accordingly we can advise you. So you can, yes. As you said, it was due to dye. So you will, that's why always, as I said, that you test your dye. You can go for natural dyes instead. There's indigo natural dye coming. You can use that instead. Thank you.
Fine, doctor. Thank you for that information. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone for joining the session. Hoping to see you soon next week with the other more interesting
There's another
topic.
question. My son is 9 years old, getting allergy during seasonal change. How can we avoid the same? It's from Suparna Saha. Thank you, Suparna, for the question. It is a very, common problem nowadays with children. As I said earlier in my slides, do follow those things, avoid curd, and see that his immunity is built up. So I will need to know more details about him. So you can always contact for more further details and for medication.
Fine, doctor. Thank you for today's session, and hope to see you soon.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Please stay healthy.